my obsession with trying to conceive a child. Please join me in my insanity. Seriously though guys, hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Madison. I am a mom of 2 boys, Carter, who is 9 years old, and Henry, who is 1 year old. And we are currently, as the video suggests, trying to conceive baby number 3. But before we get into all this fun stuff, I have some serious obsession, crazy stuff, ovulation predictor test, progression lines, my basal temperature. I mean, there's a lot to discuss. I wanted to let you guys know that this is actually a collab. I'm actually collabing with an already pregnant mama over on the family vlog channel, We're the Millers. They are a super cute family that live in Scotland, which I think is so fun. I love getting to know people from all over the world. And they are currently pregnant, which is so awesome. I was actually watching some of her pregnancy updates and she's suffering from some extreme nausea. And I feel her, and that's like, I am so scared because I know that if I do get pregnant this month, that's like gonna be my reality very soon. So she's super real, the whole family's super real and sweet, so definitely go over there, subscribe, they will be linked below. Subscribe, comment, like their videos, show them some support. She will be doing a pregnancy update, but let's get into my TTC update. Join me please in my obsession. My husband has been laughing at me because I am so obsessed. I'm constantly talking about the ovulation kit, test kits, and my basal body temperature and my fertile window and my like TTC apps and everything, and he just thinks I'm a crazy person basically. Now he doesn't think that, but he just thinks it's funny that I'm like so into it and I'm constantly reading about it. But for me, pregnancy is just so exciting. It's just such an exciting and special time. And obviously my husband thinks that too, but I guess since it's happening to my body, I don't know, I'm just really interested in it and excited about it. And I want to get pregnant this first time around, like since the weeks start counting like from the day of your first day of your last period, that's how they count the weeks of pregnancy. To me, I'm like, okay, basically I'm pregnant. And I don't know, I'm just really excited. So yeah, but let's get into it. So first I'm gonna start with the ovulation predictor kits. So I do want to say this is my first time doing it, even though this is my 3rd baby, because with my first 2 I didn't try. And I have to say, not trying to make a baby is a lot more fun than trying to make a baby in some ways. I mean, it's been so special, like when we first started trying like a week or 2 ago, it felt really special and romantic, and it still feels that way. But when you're adult and you're exhausted and you're like kind of expected to, you know, try, it can like kind of take the excitement and the spontaneity out of it. And it's like 10:30 p.m. and you're like, okay, I know we've been like working for 12 hours straight basically today, but it's time to get down to business, you know? Or maybe you're not like happy with your spouse every other day. That's what I would say though, try every other day, because I was like, let's try every single day, and I think that's too much. It's worked for us. We've basically tried every other day, with some days, you know, being like 2 in a row. But that's what's working for us. So anyway, that's just some like super realness. But these ovulation kits, they're different than pregnancy tests. I got mine from the dollar store thanks to a lovely follower on Instagram. Definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting on my stories. Like basically I do day in the lives of my stories. I respond to every single message that I get. I do live streams every Tuesday. I've been doing that 2 weeks in a row, and I just plan on doing that every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central time. So that's been really fun, and I just feel like really close to you guys on Instagram. But anyway, you guys give me some great advice. So the dollar store, these are $1 per kit. So cheap. So much cheaper if you were to go to a drugstore. And I'm thinking they work. So I haven't gotten pregnant yet, so I can't say 100%, but I have gotten a positive ovulation test. So I was a little bit discouraged though. This, it says on the back, depending on your cycle length, mine's about 28 days. Sometimes it can be a little more. But if it is 28 days, then it says to start testing for ovulation on day 11. So I started on day 10, which was a little bit early, and maybe that kind of led to some of my, you know, feeling a little bit discouraged. But I got a negative from day 10 to day 13 and the lines did not get darker at all. And I was just getting really discouraged. Like if they had slowly gotten darker and darker, I think I would have felt better about it, but they just kind of stayed the same. And actually day 13 was even lighter than the other days, which I think it was just kind of like an off data point, you know what I mean? But then I missed day 14 because I was out of tests and I was too lazy to go to the dollar store. But I got some more on day 15 and I did not notice, but the lines started to get darker. But I would say with these, you have to wait like the 5 minutes. You can't, with a pregnancy test, sometimes you can see in less than 3 minutes. With these, they really need to dry at least until the 5 minutes is up, sometimes longer. Like I think the longer you wait, the better you can see the lines. But yeah, so I didn't realize it, but this actually did look a little bit darker. So I was feeling discouraged, but then on day 16, I got my first positive. Now, what they say is, it's supposed to be, the test line is supposed to be as dark or darker than the control line. And then that means that you'll be ovulating supposedly within the next 12 to 24 hours. So you can't pinpoint exactly when you're ovulating, at least not just with this, which I will talk about the basal body temperature because I felt like that really helped me kind of figure out, along with feeling my own symptoms from my own body, when I think I ovulated or was ovulating. So day 16, I got a positive, but then I also got a positive on day 17, and I would say they're kind of equally as dark. And then today I just took this test, so it's not dried as much as the others, and it's kind of hard to tell, but I think it's either just as dark. I think it's about just as dark. So far I've gotten about 3 tests that seem to be a positive. But I want to talk about my basal body temperature because that helps me really, I think I know when I was ovulating, and I may still be ovulating. I don't know. The woman's body is a mystical thing, and we're just trying to figure this out together, right? So, I really, really like this Ovia app. I would say it's my favorite. I just wish they would change the calendar a little bit because I don't like the way the calendar looks. If the calendar looked like Eve's calendar, I probably would just stick with just the Ovia app. But anyway, so it tells you your fertility score. Like today, my fertility score is an 8.5. And then it tells you like yesterday it was a 9.5. The day before that it was a 10. The day before that was a 9. So it says on Tuesday that was like my peak. Well, let's see. When I started tracking my basal body temperature, which I got my test like from Walmart. It was like $7, not my test, my thermometer. And it's like meant for tracking your ovulation. Basically, you just need a thermometer that goes to 2 decimal places and just put it next to your bed, and you have to take it like before you even get out of bed. Like you wake up, it says it's even best if you're like half asleep, which, you know, I don't know how you can do that, but you wake up and you take the test immediately for the most accuracy. And so I had it by my bed. I think I showed you guys in my blog, if you've watched that, my last weekend blog. And I started taking it, and my body temperature I think is naturally a little bit lower. They say most people it's like you're ovulating once you're around 98 degrees, and if you're pregnant it stays up. Okay. So this is kind of complicated, but basically you take your temperature every morning, and then once it spikes up, that means that you're ovulating, supposedly. And then if it stays up, then that means that you're possibly pregnant. So that has happened for me. So let's see, when did it spike? It spiked up on the 13th. Oh, that was a Tuesday. And that's when Ovia says that I was at my highest, like my highest fertility score, I think. Wasn't it? Wasn't it a Tuesday? Yeah. So that's funny. So my temperature spiked, my basal body temperature spiked, which is supposedly means that you could be ovulating. And this was actually a suggestion from another Instagram follower to track my basal body temperature. So thank you, Instagram family, for fueling my obsession of tracking everything. I really appreciate it. So does my husband. No, just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, so their fertility forecast based off of my period says that I'm like most fertile, a 10, that's the most you can be, on a Tuesday. But it says if you're a 7 or higher, that means that there's a good chance you could get pregnant. So that's interesting. And then let's see, with my tests, okay, so day 15. So that was when it started to get a little bit darker. So that is very interesting. So yeah, that is it, I guess. I mean, we are trying every other day, basically. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it because it could not happen this month. And I was thinking about, like, my best friend, it took her over a year, and how stressful it would be to be like, okay, we gotta try today, we gotta try it, we gotta try it, you know, like, I think that it happens in God's time. Like, we can do all of this stuff and it's really fun, but at the end of the day, it's gonna happen in God's time. And so I'm gonna try and not be like too obsessed. However, this is such an emotional thing for me. Oh, I did want to say a little TMI that I did on the day, the 16th, the day that I got my first positive. As far as symptoms go, I did feel like my cervical mucus changed to that like egg white looking thing. And then I just kind of felt it. Let's see, what day? I have felt nauseous a little bit, but I think it was too soon. I don't think I was pregnant. I guess I was just nauseous for no reason. I felt nauseous last Saturday because I remember going to church and feeling nauseous, and then the day before that. So that was way too early. I wasn't even ovulating then, so forget that. But now what I'm feeling currently is bloated. I feel extremely, extremely bloated. That's my main symptom so far. So like, if all of this stuff is right, I probably have ovulated, or at least have started ovulating. So yeah, that's like my symptoms so far. So then it's just, did we conceive? You know, I'm still gonna try though, because I could still be ovulating right now, because I got another positive test. So I think we're gonna try one more time. And then after that, you know, I think we'll just go back to our regular spontaneity, which is a lot more fun, but it has been a special thing between us, creating another child and just dreaming about it. We started talking about names. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to hopefully be posting a live pregnancy test video next, and then start my pregnancy updates. Definitely go subscribe to We're the Millers. They're such a sweet family, and I just love supporting like other really genuine channels on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching. Please send me some baby dust. Baby dust, girl baby dust, girl baby dust, girl baby dust, girl baby dust. Anyway, I'm crazy. And by the way, check out these leggings. Aren't these cool? They're like, it's just this part that's like all fun, and then the rest is black. Anyway, and then there's like this sheer thing. I don't know. If I could live, I basically do live in yoga pants, but I live in yoga pants. That's, I guess, my statement that I'm making right now. But yeah, thank you for watching.